Welcome to Landria Onkka on YouTube, here to help you break through those fears and live an awesome life. All right, we've talked a lot about getting things for ourselves, manifesting. I cannot express enough that everything's always happening all at the same time, in every dimension, in every reality, and all probabilities exist right now. What I'd like to do with my channel is to expand you into the power that you are. That power can manifest the things that you desire. Because if you're unhappy right now, it's because you're manifesting the things you don't desire. So I have a lot of people say, well, how do we manifest? I'm like, you're doing it right now. So if you don't like what you're manifesting, there has to be a change in how you're thinking, believing, what you're doing. And I'm going to tell you one of the biggest, I'd say, blocks to manifesting the desirable life that you want is to focus on me. Me. That's a limiting feeling, thought, and belief. That me is a separate entity from the power and the things that I desire. And me needs to get things to be happy. So that's a lower frequency. And by the way, when I say that, it's neither good nor bad. It's just where you're at. If you're on a lower frequency, somebody said, what if you love focusing on negativity? Okay, go ahead. Do it. But the problem with that is when you're resonating on a lower frequency, other lower frequencies are there. And lower frequencies are also focusing on negativity. What do you think that those lower frequencies are going to do for and with you? It's not going to be good. That's where people kill each other. That's where wars happen, because people are always battling for resources. They think that they're limited. Lower frequencies always put the ego first. They love the negativity. They're addicted to it. So therein lies another frequencies. Let's say you resonate on that level. The lower frequencies don't care about other people. And they like the negativity. So they're going to fuel it. So this person is going to not be giving to you. It's always going to be trying to get itself, trying to get for itself, me. It's very dense. It's not connecting to all abundance, all realities, all probabilities. It exists down here, but they're not seeing that. They're not opening themselves up to it. They're believing that they're limited, and so they're creating limitations. When I think that me has to battle for something, or that I have to do a meditation to get something, I'm thinking that I'm a limited being, right? So when you tell me, what do I need to do? How long does it take to get something? There's a limiting belief. I'll tell you right there. Stop thinking that you have to get something. Stop believing that there's a time limit on something, or that you have to do something to manifest something. And that's where I say law of attraction. That term doesn't work for me. There's no attraction to take. Everything exists right now. When you switch into the frequency, you like attract likes, right? It's not attracting something. You're shifting into that reality. So when you go to a higher frequency, there are no limits. You're thinking there are no limits. So if you want to manifest quickly the things that you desire, you're always manifesting quickly. But what if you want something in your life? Where's that thought and process coming from? Where are you coming from? The higher frequency is not concerned about just getting the thing, and it's stressing out about it, and I need it, and I can't pay my bills and whatever, and that's what got you in that place in the first place. Somebody said, I'm in serious debt. It's how do I stop thinking about this serious debt and not being able to pay my bills, and the creditors are calling me, to get into that open, expansive, abundant place? Well, first of all, they admitted that they got themselves into that situation. It wasn't some fluke. We're always in control. So you have to rectify the situation and say, what did I learn from this? And how can I make it good? Do I have to work with your creditors? In the United States, we have programs that help people get out of debt and get back on track and do it the right way. And that's the giving. So that debt was, something that you have to think about. What was it? What was the focus of it? What was the mindset behind it? So if you can switch into that abundant mindset, that my giving in abundance and accepting the situation, acceptance is very difficult. That's taking responsibility, which means you're empowering yourself. If you're not taking responsibility, you're blaming other people, you don't realize you have the power to change everything, right? So that expansive mindset, no matter what's happening here, is what's going to connect you to all the probabilities, and things will happen. When you're worrying, you're thinking, I'm limited, this isn't going to change. Me doesn't like this situation, and that's difficult. We've all been in those situations where you're like, I know that I shouldn't worry, but I am, because I'm human, right? Because we are in dense bodies. So think about where you can expand into. What can you expand into? Again, I'm sorry, when I hear somebody say that they, what if somebody loves focusing on negativity? I'm like, obviously you must be talking about yourself, right? Start with you and ask yourself why you would focus on negativity. Wow, is that what you're contributing to the world? So that's that one me thinking. That's that selfish, me, ego thinking. In other words, I don't believe that I'm contributing to the collective. And I don't care about anybody else. If I want to focus on negativity, you're not believing that you are actually affecting other people. Believe me, there will be repercussions for that. For everything. There's always a cause and an effect. The effect, it's not going to be good. Why? There'll be lessons on those lower frequencies to help you become something greater, because we're ultimately always here to learn to get to that higher frequency. That's part of our journey here, is to make better decisions, to become greater, to reconnect to our expansiveness. So if you choose to go in there, you will get the lessons via your higher self doing it, and all the powers that be, is you making those decisions to get out of it. That's going to be a very painful journey. I don't know about you, but I don't need to go there. So why would you not focus on the expansiveness and know that those thoughts are affecting the one consciousness, and that when you start to focus on that, you realize that I absolutely have a mission here, and that no matter what that thing that I wanted, that lottery me, I have abundance, I have this. What is going on past the I have? I need, I want. All right, you're saying I have, but I have, I give, and I receive. Giving is going to put you in expansiveness. Focusing on acceptance of whatever you've created empowers you and expands you out. What can I do to take this to a higher frequency? How can I contribute to the collective on a higher frequency? Because all that I give, I'm receiving at that very moment. There's no delay in it. I'm giving, I'm receiving. It is me that I'm giving to. So when you give to me or somebody else, you're giving to yourself at the same time. And that expands all abundance, all love, all joy. Because you're not doing it to feel good. You're doing it because you're contributing to all that is. Not because you want to get something back, then that's the ego again. This is a tough thing to get past because we all want stuff, right? Have you ever noticed it never really makes you happy? Not for long. And when you expect that and that thing goes away, now where are you? You're going to keep coming back to the same lesson. So let's get it right now. Can you expand? I have an energy expansion meditation. You push it out. It's not that you aren't already out here. It just gets you to focus. Quantum physics, when you focus on something, you connect to it. It becomes real. So when you focus on your expansive power, it basically participates with you. If you're focused on the me, that's the reality you're creating, and there's no expansiveness. There's no receiving in that in the way that you're hoping for. I hope this makes sense. I'm trying to get you guys to open up your minds and choose your individual journey. And I hope it's an expansive one, because when the miracles, I'm getting I'm getting inundated with emails from you guys. You don't even see what I get in my emails compared to the comments. Miracles, people that said, oh, I did the global meditation, which I do every week. If I don't do one, a new one, I will repost an old one. It still works. There's no time. Even if I'm not doing it live, it still works. All right? I don't do it live because I don't want to limit my audience, because there's going to be just so many people can do it at that exact time, because this is global. It works. So when you're doing an expansive meditation, people are going, oh my God, that afternoon, somebody called and gave me something, or something happened, or this. It's just been amazing. They're not doing it because they want to get stuff. They're doing it because they genuinely are heartfelt giving to the universe and want this planet to be at peace. Because when that happens, no one will ever need anything again. No one will ever be sick. No one will ever go hungry. No one will have bills. There are no bills to pay in a perfect world. We're in it right now. All we have to do is switch into it. Can you switch into that expansiveness with me? Keep doing your meditations, global meditation, giving every minute you can. And I send light and love across this planet. I imagine it sparkling in white light. I imagine the frequency going up. And by me doing that one thing, I am actually affecting you and everybody else, everything, plants, the animals, all of it. All of it. This is quantum physics. I'm not making up woo-woo. That's the beauty of science. It's catching up, right, with spirituality that was way ahead of the game. You're whole and perfect, strong and powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. All right, let me get back to work. I got some e-courses I have to write for you. Namaste.